Hello, welcome everybody. Killer day for our algo optimizer. And for those that follow me on Twitter, and if you're watching this on YouTube, the current position in the spider, I'll bring it into picture for you, has still been long. Same position. It's just trailing the stop. And now, yesterday I put out the video or a tweet that the stop had moved here. And today we have a new stop. And when this bar concludes, I imagine the stop will trail and move up as well. But just an absolute, the Algo 17, I know we had a lot of people ask questions about it. The 15-minute model here, it's programmed to take trades and get scale out, as you can see. It's exactly what it's been doing. And let's get this over here. So you can see, first, here's the risk. Here is the profit target. It gets out. Now, sometimes it's going to keep going and sometimes it's not. You got to take the good with the bad. It got out with a double position there. Let me expand this chart so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So very nice trades today for any algo trader. Now, what are these based off of? A lot of these trade signals are my PPS indicators. We've programmed it in. The only thing that's not programmed in is, or at least from a discretionary standpoint, is real simple. We have a profit target, we have an automatic risk factor, and we have an automatic scale out with the trailing stop. You can see it says trail right here. So that's just exactly what you want. I mean, if this thing kept falling, you'd want to be short. Now, you see where it got into, it reversed, and this is really neat because the person volume indicator is showing that the sell-off was running out of steam. I'm starting to look like John Madden writing on the TV screen here. Sorry about that. But I want you to see the power of this. There's the buy, there's the stop, there's the profit target. And what did it do? It got out of the profit. Now, where does it go from here? Well, currently, if it went long 2 contracts and it only got out of one, that means it's in a half position. That's the 15-minute model. Let's take a look at the 5-minute model because that's the one we really track proficiently here in the room. So once again, today we come off with a couple little nicks here. Yesterday was a fabulous day for trading. Went short immediately, covered both positions. What does it do? Flips right in, and this is the key. Look at the volume indicator. So there's a couple things that we do besides looking at person's pivots and looking at support. It's momentum, it's volume trends, it's the advanced decline. This is how we put things together to be consistent in our trading and these amazing trading results. Look at this, guys, ladies and gentlemen. It gets long 2. You can clearly see where your stop would have to be. So if you're in the live trading room, you're watching this live, it's still long 2 positions. The profit target is here, and it's got a trailing stop function. That orange line right there, that's the trailing stop. So it's already got a built-in profit target, and if it keeps going, it's going to do exactly what we want. Trail the stop until things reverse. So there's the 5-minute model that we've been keeping you abreast of in these YouTube videos. Now let's take a look at this spider position, and you can see it's the same darn long position. It's just we're milking this one, and this is exactly what professional traders have to do, and it's nerve-wracking, but this is, I think, the more that you watch these videos, the more you learn from me. This is why I teach so many people how to succeed. It takes patience and discipline. Let your strategy work. Let the market work for you. Don't work for the market. You get in, you have your risk factor, you know what that is, and you have a trailing stop. Trust the trailing stop functions will work for you. So this is now in a significant increase. It's actually probably going to, my guess is we'll probably be getting out somewhere around the 289 290 level would be my guess. But I'll keep you posted there with the tweets, and that's what we've been doing. And speaking of the tweets, more importantly, here's the crude oil today. Started off with a little nick, got right back on the horse, got in, and it's having an okay day. So I'm pretty happy with the crude oil for a market that's not going anywhere. So let's take a look over here, and we'll get into this chart. This is the live daily trading range. This is what we were talking about yesterday, stalking again, it's Zynerbeth Pharmaceuticals. Why? It's in the medical marijuana field. Strong relative strength. Now, this is the Thinkorswim platform with my proprietary PMC relative strength indicator, you'll notice right here, it turns from red to blue. And that is also synonymous with that buy signal right there. So the key is, first and foremost, what we were doing is we were looking for the breakout. So you'll see here, what do we have? These lines. These are the person's pivot indicators. See, it says person's pivots. So the person's pivots, what we're looking for is the market to close greater than the pivots. When it's below the pivot, generating sell signals, no good. That's why we were waiting for a breakout, and that's what that green line in the sand was all about. The green line right here, that green line is my personal last conditional change. That's what we were waiting for. That's why I tweeted out yesterday, we got the breakout. You got that tweet. That's where the price of the stock was. And why did I call it a breakout? It closed with increased relative strength, good volume, and it was in a PPS buy signal, closed over the pivots, had everything going for it. And this is, I mean, it's not a penny stock, but it is a, a less expensive, just slightly north of $5. But now today it's almost an $8 stock. So this is just a home run for us here. And this is the kind of stuff that we try to do in the live trading room. Of course, not some days are better than others, but at least we're stalking markets. We're effectively trading them correctly. And what are we doing? We're putting out the information before it happens so people can plan and start to target what their position size is. Now, lastly, we did a video on Tesla and talked about Tesla and its potential to get into the 295, 297, somewhere up in that zone. Well, I mean, here it is. So we were talking about a couple option strategies in the weekly newsletter here, or at least one specifically designed for Tesla. A couple weeks ago, we also gave one an unweighted butterfly for Intel. And where do we have Intel? We took Intel off because we're watching TLT, INTC, and Intel is now at a point where we said to get it the unweighted, so you want to be 8 to 10 ratio with a 52 half, 55, 57 and a half. So here we are at 55.75, and because of the theta, we had the right strikes, we had the right time frame. This is also playing out nicely. So it's not that we're lucky. We're working hard, and we have a great set of analytical tools. And this is what we help teach people do to trade the right way. So follow us here. If you like what you see on the videos, give us a thumb up. I wanted to follow up number 2 with what's happening here in the market. So if you've seen an old video, at least I'm taking responsibility to kind of clean up the books and show you what are the results, because that's pretty important. You want to see what people are talking about, get the results. And this market is providing just fabulous trading opportunities for those that follow the right mechanics. Speaking of the right mechanics, I mean, here's a market, the spiders that are rising, and you can see the advanced decline, at least what I teach people how to utilize this efficiently. How do you get bearish market that has a strong accumulation in volume, and the advanced decline keeps climbing each and every day? Here's the advanced decline. We've been talking about this for weeks. It broke out. How can you be short the market and when you have an advanced decline moving up? So that's what we try to do, help investors stay on the right side, because there's a lot of damaging information out there. There's a lot of people that teach that probably shouldn't be teaching, but I want you to get what you deserve. You need the best, and that's what we are right here. We look forward to seeing you back, and please try out that live trading room and piggyback some of these algo trades. Fabulous setups. Till the next time, I look forward to seeing you, gang. Bye-bye.